morning, everyone. Good morning. Thank you for joining us. This is our another edition of our Power Monday. Now, we're waiting for people to kind of jump into the call either on Workplace Live or on Zoom. I want to just ask everyone how you're feeling about this new tightening of our new MCO. Now, some people are arguing this is MCO 4.0 or MCO 3.0. We kind of lost count. But what's that one word that describe how you feel about where you are right now in this MCO or self-lockdown or PKP Kendiri that's being asked for us to do right now? So what are some of your thoughts? Anyone, one word to describe that right now? Please put on the chat box right now. One word to describe that. Anybody put in the chat box? Discipline. All right, Eunice, thank you for sharing that. What else? What's the one word to describe how safety? Awesome. What else? Come on, guys. Let's start our morning strong. Vaccine. Absolutely right. I don't know how many of you managed to register the vaccine over the weekend on Sunday. I know it's for 60 years and above. I was told on the 26th, they will open up the vaccine registration for the rest. For the AstraZeneca. Now, I personally have went through the shot. I'm fine. Only have 2 days of unwellness in terms of fever and body ache. But other than that, I'm fine right now. Great. Awesome. Now, I thought this current season that we are in has caused us to think about, most of us are going to be staying at home. Like most of our clients are going to be staying at home. And a lot of uncertainty as to when can we go out back to normal. Is it 2 weeks? Is it 3 weeks? Is it 4 weeks? My guess, based on what I understand and what I read, is the one thing that can impact and affect everyone's ability to go back outside there is the vaccination process. How many people are going to be vaccinated? That will determine how safe we are going to be. The measurement, that one thing that decides how we are going back to normal or going back to usual, where we can go out and interact and have restaurants and have cinemas, out time in cinemas and all that. It's when the number of people that have received their vaccination has come to a certain level. Right now, we are still at a very low level of vaccination. So that's the message that we want to share out to everyone, is to go and get your vaccine. But in the meantime, during this time, how then can we behave in our business? So I thought of sharing today's session when we talk about how to leverage on technology to build a branding and do marketing. I wanted to give a perspective about where the consumer is thinking and behaving right now. And I wanted to bring one of our guests here, Wing, to share. But before he comes and share, I wanted to share this video to set the tone, as usual, to kind of give you an education of or a perspective of, from a global standpoint, what's happening to the consumer and how are the consumer now interacting with brands and marketing and making their purchasing, right? So I'm going to ask Marcus to play the video right now. Marcus, would you play that 5 minutes video? Sit back, enjoy, and we'll talk about this video shortly.
E-commerce has been very successful in the past 20 years, but it is still two-dimensional. With Alibaba's live streaming, you create a three-dimensional, live, interactive, mobile, and social shopping experience. Customer can say, I want to see the inside of the bag. Show me how many zippers there are. That is beyond anybody could have imagined 5 years ago. We believe live streaming is the future of retail and e-commerce. For American audiences, the way I describe live streaming is a combination of QVC plus Facebook Live plus the e-commerce platform, all roll into one app. Alibaba was the only one that started combining live streaming with e-commerce.
We use live streaming to introduce new brands from America and Europe to China. We are constantly looking for great products.
In that first meeting as a company, we have to take a look at what are some of the quantity and sizings. Are they enough for us to sell?
Before a live streaming session, I will go to the company or the designer studio, do a very short teasing session, and that way we can create interest. You can look at it, but you can't get it yet.
You can make announcement of what you're about to do in the next 2-3 days, maybe in a week. So within their app, they put it into a reminder and they will get notification when we go live. Are we ready to go?
Almost. I'm still warming up with the VIPs.
Okay. We have a couple of hundred very, very important customers. So we actually deal with them individually.
So let's aim for 8:15 to 8:20. Doesn't matter how much preparing we did before the show. Once the camera's live, it's unpredictable.
Hello，哎呀，STT 来了，心中有爱，嗨嗨嗨嗨。
Whenever the camera is on, I'm in the zone.
3期开始吧，我们先从3期开始吧。
Customers saying, please start selling right now. But Zoe is actually holding it back, get them really excited, hold up the demand. When the time is right, start selling.
I know who's coming into the live streaming channel, their preference, their work, their life. I tend to call out all my customers' name. When I look at piles of shoes, I know which one exactly has her name on it.
At the same time, thousands of people are watching.
Like 10,000, 20,000.
People are telling Zoe what size they are. See, 37, 39, 37, 40. Customer engagement is really, really good.
Amazing. It's the right way to sell. And you're watching, someone twisting around and showing it. We try to do it through lifestyle shots and all this stuff, but never will be as good as someone wearing it.
She tries so many shoes, thousands of SKUs. She feels this is a size 7. That is true size 7. And it's almost like you trying them on without ever leaving their living room. So we're doing the price draw right now. When they do the screenshot, see? Whoever that's showing up wins a coupon for like $10. Jordan?
Here's she's wearing it.
Everybody wants it.
So I'm gonna rush it.
My customer wants my stuff.
And they want black, so
No problem.
right?
We
No
can do
problem.
that.
Oh,
Anything for Zoe. Anything for Zoe.
Once the product is listed, 50, 60 pairs in a second.
11,475 viewers right now.
Unbelievable. Can I take a picture of that?
Everything is within the same map. Customer service inquiry, track their package, is linked to their bank account. So the sales conversion is much, much higher when you don't have to go anywhere. Everything is here.
You're testing a new market, which could be a great thing for a brand. They have a relationship with Zoe. These people, they know her.
They know her and she
trust her.
knows. Yeah,
So when she backs a brand, it's like it means something.
right.
Rather than going online and building it and testing it for months at a time. 20,000 people engage with the brand so quickly.
然后大家都再见了，晚安的，晶晶晶晶，好了，OK，耶 ！Oh my goodness，来，high five，high
Almost
five，
500 pairs. That's something to celebrate for sure.
We do individual drop shipping internationally to our customer, so the brand doesn't have to worry about anything.
Their model is pretty amazing, and I think there's huge room to grow with this model, and we're going to work a lot with them.
By the end of 2020, over 350 million Chinese are buying from foreign brands and individuals, and that number is still growing. Alibaba has truly created something that connects social aspect of your life to e-commerce. You connect them together, that becomes magic.
Okay. I thought of sharing the video because I find that today consumer behave, think, and act differently, and it's driven because of it's enhanced even more because of the current situation that we have in a global perspective. But before we go on, what are your ahas when you watch that video just now? Now, this is a very extreme case of digital selling and online selling. Not saying this is going to happen in Malaysia overnight, but it's sort of happening in certain products and certain services. But what are some of your ahas when you watched that video earlier just now? Anyone, please put in the chat box. What do you see? What did you learn? What are your concerns? What are your questions? Anyone, put in the chat. Understand and remember your client. What else? Should make it very simple. Absolutely right. The new way of marketing, it's no longer perfection. It's about realness. It's about authenticity. Need to be seen in the market. They trust her because she's consistently having live stream. She's being herself. Absolutely. It's about you showing up and being the best version of yourself and wanting to serve your customer and connect with them in the most authentic as most simple way. What else? Need to be seen in the market. Great. Know the customer's name, right? Connectivity with clients. How connected are you, right? How are you building your audience that is following you? Yes, very interactive. No flashy presentation. You're absolutely right. Everything is very simple. It's based on trust and it's based on how you engage the client. Now, there are a few things here that I wanted to share when I watched this video, and someone shared this video with me a few months ago. And there is actually in China is a huge thing called live stream selling, right? You have warehouses where they are broken into smaller studios, and you have live stream salespeople or live stream models or live stream individuals that go in and like a real estate agent like that, they're selling products online in a very huge studio. There's actually a Chinese drama series that just talk about this live stream business, right? And it's a huge thing. And a few months ago, I was engaged by another a technology company that's going into development in Malaysia, and they were having a conversation with me, thinking like, hey, how can we do the same in Malaysia for the rest of Southeast Asia, right? Now, there are three key things that I noticed as I begin to try to understand where digital-based businesses are going to bring the consumer and how are they changing the way the consumer think. And the way it is that we need to understand is how can we interact with them in a more not so formal way, in a more informal way, but how do we interact and increase the interaction with them? You as an agent today, you got to think right now, how can I have more interaction, more likes on your posts, more comments on your posts, more respond to your questions that you post in. Some of these things are important. How can you have more interaction, and how can you shape the behavior of the consumer to interact with you? That's very important. And the second thing I realized is the way you show up. Look at that presentation just now. They were all very well prepared. How prepared are you? How much effort and time you put to think about how you show up to the consumer in the camera or in front of the or on online? How do you then show up? How do you look in front of people? That's very important. And the most important thing is, if you see these are the things that some of the businesses are moving into, it's all about going ahead. It's all about thinking ahead and start small and think big. It's all about going ahead and not being behind. Because if you don't change the way you interact with consumer on a digital level, engage them on a digital space, you will be left behind. So I'll give you three key things. How does the consumer interact? How do you interact and get them engaged, highly engaged, to shape them to behave positively towards you? Okay. Number two, how do we show up as a professional service provider for our clients online? How do you look online? How are you behaving online? At the same time, how do you behave offline as well? It's important. But the online is the first place where I see you, right? If I can't find you online, I can't find you at all, right? That's the reality, right? And the third thing is, are you ahead or behind? In order for you to be ahead, you've got to you've got to be willing to do things that others are not willing to do. So these are the three key things that I wanted to set as a tone before I enter into a conversation with Wing. Okay, so I'm going to go straight and just have these few conversations with Wing, because I think Wing has demonstrated a lot of in his journey, in his business. I observe he has demonstrated a lot how he engages online and how he creates content to engage his customers. But Wing, thank you for joining us, Wing. And Wing has just recently joined our family from a different competitor who just came on board, I think about a month and a half ago. I want to just quickly ask Wing, maybe you can introduce yourself, how long you've been in real estate, and how's your business so far in real estate?
Hi everyone. Good morning to all of you. First of all, I would like to thank Jonathan and KW team to invite me to be one of the sharer today. Basically, normally I'm the one who interviewed the people, but today I'm the reverse back. I really thank giving me this opportunity to share. Hi everyone, my name is Wing. I'm originally from Propnex, Malaysia, and now I'm on board KW Malaysia. The main reasons I joined KW Malaysia because of technology. I really like the system, KW Command, and the way that they use a system to handle the customer leads and also the follow-up system. I really like it. And basically, I'm the newbie of in this industry. I have less than 3 years experience. Previously, I was in the estate planning and also in insurance industry. But that one is really give me a really hectic moment because I really need to handle my customers every day. A lot of problems, a lot of issues I need to solve for them. But I moved from here to real industry. This real estate industry is really a new thing for me to learn. I have a very rough start when I from the previous industry to real estate industry, and no one take care of me for the first 6 months. It's a very rough start, and I I feel very bad because I do not have a good team to take care of me. No, not a good team leaders to take care of me. Then, I need to be seen. That's how I start my business. Then I become the MC of my company. Then later on, then I move on to digital marketing because I really shy to camera for the first place. I don't willing to show myself in YouTube or even in Facebook. Is I will make my life as private as possible. But if you in the real estate industry, you have to be seen. You have to be a public figure to let people know how you do your business, and to let people to fall in love with you. That's how I gain my customers. Always remind myself that to have to let your customers know about you. They will like you, they will love you, and then they will do business with you. That's how I use marketing, digital marketing, to brand myself, uh, to leverage on this kind of platform to brand myself. So if you see my Facebook, it is a public page that everyone can come into my page and have a look what I'm doing, what projects I'm selling, how I deal with my members. That's the place that I promote myself. You can see you can find me in YouTube. That's me. I love to be seen. That's how I use this kind of digital platform to promote myself.
Right. And as your journey into understanding that you have to be out there, even though it's not your natural thing, that you don't like to be out there, but now because of this business, you have to be out there. How has your business been for the last 2 years? Like, do you mind sharing with us in terms of GCI or number of transactions you have done so far, for the year 2020? How was your business? Was it good? Can you share with us some numbers to kind of let people understand how this being out there has helped you?
All right. For last year 2020, I really had a good year. A lot of people talk about MCO is, when MCO arrived, a lot of people, they're very panicked. But for myself, I really gained a lot during this MCO because the people behavior has changed. They will shop online, even they will buy real estate. I never see my customers, to be honest to you. They will just refer to my YouTube, refer to my Facebook, refer to my Instagram. They gain trust from all this my YouTube clips, and my posts. They check on me, who am I online, and then later on they just text me, Wing, I just want to make a booking for this unit. I'm very surprised, and how they can trust me without even know me personally. So this is the power of technology. You promote yourself throughout all this platform. This is really a good tools to use. And last year, I able to gain a lot of customers from overseas. Most of my customers that they are from overseas, they are not from the local, and they watch my YouTube, they watch my Facebook, yeah, all these kind of things that they just call me up and say and have a conversation with me. That's all. I don't even see them personally on Zoom. That's so amazing. That's how I gain trust through using this kind of IT platform. Yeah.
Right. And,
Yeah.
and how many transactions did you manage to close last year,
Okay.
roughly?
I just closed about less than 5 deals, but that 5 deals really can make a, a good year for me. Per transactions, averagely I can get about 70,000 commissions. I just less than 10 deals for last year. I don't really do uh, a small deal, but now the people has changed. Then I also need to change accordingly, according to the market. That's what consumer wants. Yeah.
So yes, last year you sell online, you sell about five transactions, about averagely 70,000 GCI per transaction. If I calculate correct, that's 350,000.
Roughly there.
Roughly there. How many of you like to earn 350,000 and be online right now and be like Wing? Like how many of you want to be that kind of, have that kind of business and be aggressively doing this, yet only selling 5 transactions, but having the ability to do it when everyone else is not doing it right? Now, let's go deep down a little bit of the way you do your branding and your marketing right now. What are some of the things that you do? Can you share with us?
Basically, I have to need to thank my member Cindy. She really learned from zero to now. I think she learned something along the way. Basically, I do not do any editing. I do not do any recording, but she's the one who record me and do the editing. All the music she's done, and she's done a very amazing work. I think we need to work as a team rather than you have to do it alone. You know, this is like a teamwork rather than myself. And yeah, she's the one who do recording for me, and I really expose myself in all different kind of platform, be it Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. All this is like the way that you promote yourself. Even now, I also leverage on WeChat that I talk to my customers in China during WeChat. I use video call a lot, use Zoom a lot now. I used to be not that into this kind of, because I'm not the IT savvy person. I really hate this IT thing. I'm an old school person. I like to use notebook, but now all this kind of new technology has changed the way that I'm doing business, right? So if you open my Facebook, you can see I will always put my image next to the project that I'm selling to let people know that I'm the one who are handling this project, or I'm the one who sell this project, and together with my team. So I just let them know that I'm a team person, that I'm not the one who just handle you, but we work as a team.
Right. And you are definitely, you are not Hollywood trained, right? You all don't know how to do Hollywood standard video and all that, right? It's just you do something and make something happen first kind of attitude. Am I right?
Yeah, correct.
I'm going to pause here for all this. I think it's great that I'm going to bring an example of what Wing did. I think this is a video you did for a project in Cheras La Ville, and it has brought you some sales, right? I'm going to quickly ask Marcus to share that video. I feel that, is this the first or second video that you did so far? It's not like the latest video, right? Something you did last year, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to show this video shortly. Marcus, are you ready to play that video? It's a 3-minute video, and then play it, and then let's sit back and watch.
Hello everybody, my name is Wing. You can call me famous as well. I'm now in La Ville Sales Gallery. I will show you the layout of this show unit. On top of that, I will show you around this area as well. How about that? Let's go! So if you want to know more about this project, you want to know more about this condominium, call me or you can WhatsApp me. See you soon.
Right. A few things I noticed on this video. It's something simple that you walk around with your phone, right? It's not professionally done. It's done by you and edited by your team members in a simple fashion. Share with us what's the impact and the results that you get by doing walkthroughs like this.
Okay, basically, I just want to let people know about me, who is Wing, who is famous. I always ask my customer not call me Wing, but famous, to let people know. I just want to get to be seen, and I want someone to talk about me. That's how they get to know me. Because as a real estate agent, I think we are public figure. We are not a private person. We need someone to know me as much as possible. And and just with a phone like this one is very simple. And Cindy and I got the same phone. Huawei is a very good phone to use, very easy to edit the photos and also the videos. Very simple, just change the way that you do business. And a lot of people, they still in the old days, they want to advertise in different kind of platform, but now the people want to see you first before they see the project, because there's a lot of projects. For example, my GTA, my geographical targeted area will be in KLCC, and most of my customers, they are foreign buyers. All right. During this MCO time, they really can't come into the countries or step into the borders to have a physical present in Malaysia and just to do the viewing. So what I have to change the way of doing business. Then I have to do a video. I have to do photos and let them see to know me, and at the same time to know about the project. And
Right.
maybe I'm part of my family is from Hong Kong. My dad is a Hongkie, so uh, my mother tongue is Cantonese, and I also know about the behavior of Hong Kong people, and this is like the advantage of myself and how I bring the products to them and see and the right product to them. Not all the projects that in the same GTA or in the same enclave they will like it, but they will like convenient like for Hong Kong people. That's how I understand them.
Right. And that video you did, right? You shared with me yesterday night. You say that you have some number of sales because of this video. Can you share with us what's the number of sales that you have done or the commission that you generated by just having that video online?
Yeah. Firstly, they will come to my Facebook to have a look about the projects, and then they will try to search me in YouTube. They, all platform they try to search, and they will see who is Wing, why I want to buy from him. So why not I buy from others? There's so many agents. If you just open up the same project, or if you go to search online, basically there's maybe over 100 of people that are selling the same project, but why they want to buy from you? Basically, they just want to know you more. Is this agent is trustable? Is this agent approachable? Is this agent easy to get along? That's how they want to know about this person, and not that how you are the expert in this area, but they just want to an agent that really can take care their units, their properties, in the rest of their life. Maybe they just want to come over to Malaysia for their second home, and also want to have a friend that can easy to get along. This is how I use this platform to about the services and sales. I also invited some of my ex-colleagues to come to have a look on KW. I close with one of my best buddy in PropNext will be Indy. She's like she always support me, and she always give me encouragement. And today we do a lot of same activities.
Right.
And yes, and we also leverage on Facebook. We also leverage on YouTube a lot on this kind of platform.
Right. And videos like that, does it help you generate sales? How much sales have you done? Like that video just now, how much GCI has brought to you? How much commission from those videos?
If roughly 4 cases, that's those people who just browse through my YouTube before. It's average like what I've said just now.
Right.
Maybe this projects they are not interested, but they always want to ask me more once they get to know me more.
Right. So it's not about selling the product, it's about you engaging the clients and they seeing that you are actually having a lot of opportunities for them, and they want to keep engaging you because you are out there, right?
Yep, correct. Yeah. So averagely, if I've gained from this video is about say 4 cases,
Right.
yeah, just alone for last year.
Right. I got a few questions in the chat box here, very interestingly. I think the first question from Chris Tang, from our MC1. Now, you mentioned just now you are old school, you don't like technology, you're not like that, right? What are the steps that you take to transform your mindset, to move from the old way of doing things to go online and being out there virtually? What are the steps that you take to transform yourself?
Okay. One thing that I have to change my mindset first, and now I don't even know how to use some of the apps here. I don't know, but I just asked some of my members that how do I use TikTok, how do I use Facebook, all these kind of features inside this app. I have to learn. First thing that you have to take the initiative. I always mention that if you do not adopt, you do not adapt to the new environment, so someone will take over you, or you will get rid of by this kind of a new technology. So you have to adopt and adapt, change your mindset, learn. Learning is one of the important steps. A lot of people that they just do not want to learn. They just tell people, "Oh, I'm not an IT savvy person." So if you give a lot of excuses for yourself, or you give a lot of, that's kind of nonsense to yourself, then better not to be in this industry, because you will get rid by this kind of new technology very, very soon, or maybe immediately. So first thing I have to change my mindset, and then I learn. I try to adopt. I try to adapt to the new environment, and then So this is like the way that I'm change my behavior. Behavior is very important.
Right, changing behavior, changing mindset, and having the fear of being replaced by other people in the market, because there's so many competition out there, right? And if you don't become outstanding, you're not ahead. Remember, you talked about this morning, how can you be ahead, not behind? And that's the mindset, right? But second question here, when you show all this video, when you do all this video, do you seek permission from the developer to show the videos out?
Oh yes, of course, we need to get the permission first before we get into the showroom and do the shooting. And they're very supportive because you're promoting their product. But some of the developers, they are quite concerned about what you have done, what you have tell the customers. They are really concerned. So that's why wherever I do a recording or shooting, I will pass to the developers and let them have a look first before I make it public. So this is like one of the steps that I will take in. I will get their permission, get their agreement before I show this to my customers.
Right. Okay. Now let's just switch gears a little bit, and let's talk about right now. And you came and joined us, right? Based on your current understanding of the KW technology, the systems that we have, how are you good? What advantages do you see, and what advantages are you seeing, and what are you doing about the advantages that you have right now? Can you share with us?
Sure. I think not many people know about KW Command, and I mean especially for those people who are with the other agencies right now. But once you discover KW Command, this amazing system, you will surely know that how easy to use, how easy to do advertisement, the campaign, how you use the system to follow up with your customers, and you can just import your existing list to the system, and you put a remark there. When's the birthday? When's the follow up? No, this is because we just rely on the phone right now, and based on our memory to say maybe this late they will come in and I will follow up maybe next week. But as time goes by, you have maybe more than 100 leads. You need a system to do it for you, like an assistant for you. But they will remind you automatically that when you need to do follow up and what you should do next. This is very important. And KW Command is a very easy to use. Like I'm not a tech person, but I'm able to use it to do my daily job. I use it to do Facebook campaign, and the list is coming in. That's for sure, and it's a very, very accurate, and it's like they already zoom in the algorithm. They already set it there. You do not need to do much work to tune it, or maybe to narrow it down to some certain areas. They already done it for you, so it's easy to use. And most important is the cost. I spend maybe thousands or 2,000 per month for FB ads. But now if I use this KW campaign or the command things to use. I just spend maybe $200 US dollars per month, then I can get able to get a very good quality leads that I can follow up with them.
Right. And you mentioned earlier about follow-up. I think I remember speaking to you many months ago, and you say that follow-up is your number one pain.
Yep, correct.
Number one pain, right? And I think all of us are struggling. So how have you leveraged on command to do the follow-up for you? Can you share?
Think about system. I'm still not familiar with the KW command, but I can tell you they have it should be a smart plan or something that you can use it to do follow up. They will pump it. You know, it's a daily job that you refer to your system. So what you do next? This is very important. It's like part of your phone, like you're using Facebook to manage our profile. Now KW is another one that's the one that we need to familiarize. I need to learn to use the new system. Yeah.
Right. And you how has the market center level team? I'm assuming that they are helping you to learn and teach you, right? How can you share some experience on how the market center level team has helped you, or the leadership team has helped you to learn technology? Can you share your experience about that?
Okay. I think many of us we are taken care by relationship manager in a bank, and that's the same thing. We are the VIPs in KW. So whatever things that for example, I got a questions that I will immediately text Elaine. Elaine is my RM in KW, is a relationship manager for me. So whatever I need, I text her, she responded very fast. I need to thank Elaine. I'm not sure whether Elaine's actually here or not. They are very helpful. Yvonne, Ira, they are very helpful to get my job done. Like Chrissy is my platform partner, and she just ordered I think that's the banners from Yvonne. I think she just got it yesterday. It's very efficient. That's when as a real estate agent, we are always have to go out to deal with customers, and somehow or rather we do not have time to take care of some of our tiny penny thing. But the whole marketing center team, they are really in place. They are well trained to take care all our needs. It's just one phone call away or just one text away. And yet on top of that, we also have a workplace that we can do announcement to all our colleagues. It's a very good platform to use as well. We have work chat. Yeah, they have a work chat. So whatever related to this kind of business related one, you just text them. They will just immediately reply, even during the weekend.
Right. Awesome. Now, for some of us here who are struggling with technology and struggling with thinking about, oh, I'm camera shy, I don't know how to leverage, and I don't feel comfortable yet. What are the small steps that you can advise us to take in order for us to get comfortable? What would you advise?
Okay, I always tell my members, how I'm a camera shy person as well. I always say I'm when I'm on camera, I look a little bit chubby. I need to do this, I need to do that. But I will try to learn all these skills in front of the camera. I really, I the first thing first is like you have to love yourself. You have to like yourself. You have to practice it a lot. So Miro is part of me. Is like I'm practicing every day how I want to be on camera, how I want to be on video look better. Because the first thing first is that no matter you like it or not, people like to look that you are energetic. They love you are the person who are really confident. When I talk to the camera, for example, if I talk to so many people here in a Zoom session, I used to be very shy because I'm very nervous. I just get that people how I do not know that how they perceive me. This is my barrier. But as time goes by, when you practice more and more and more, then you even love yourself to be on Zoom. Then the people when they join the Zoom, they will feel that you have that passions to share. They feel that you are very confident to engage with them. So the first thing you have to be confident, you love yourself. You have to learn, you have to practice a lot every day. I do it in front of the camera or in front of the mirror. this is how I practice. So this is how I now I've become a YouTuber at the same time. So this is like uh, uh, the way that I'm joining the IT platform.
Right. Right. And how many of you in the chat box are feeling that Wing is a very passionate and very highly energetic person on camera right now? If you agree with me, please say yes on the chat box. How many of you agree that he's highly passionate, highly energetic right now on the chat box? Yeah, please. Right. And the credit is because from what I'm hearing and from what you all are hearing right now is because he took action to change. He started it and he's following up and he's trying to improve every single day. Now, he's not perfect yet. We all agree he's not Hollywood standard yet, right? But he's going there, right? And he's helping himself to want to progress. And that's very important. And that shows up in the energy and the way you engage the customer. And clients like people with high energy, right? Not low energy. So if you go out there and you have a high energy, you suddenly become very attractive. Right? There you go. So that's very important. Now, moving forward, fast forward, what are some of the potential growth you can see in your business by leveraging on our business systems, our models, our technology right now this year? What are some of the things that you think you will grow as you move forward? What is that one thing that you want to especially grow in your business right now?
Okay. I think KW system is, I think many of us, especially our colleagues right now in KW, they know about the command. If those people who are from the other agency who are joining us today, I think we need to show off our system, how, what should I say, the words that, how powerful it is. If I just tell you like that, there's many people will just say, oh yeah, when you are now with KW, for sure you are promoting the system. Of course, if I'm do not promoting my system, so why I'm joining KW? It's nonsense to me, right? So that's why, because I'm convinced by KW Malaysia's system, then I will join KW. This is one thing, right? And then yesterday, John called me, they text me yesterday night, and he offered me a special compliment video for me to do my business. Right now, I never, this never happened to my ex companies that offer me this kind of services. In KW, they will try their best. We are partners and we are not like boss and staff. We try to help each other to promote ourselves, and that concierge service and the video service offered by John is really one of the amazing things that I think there's a lot of things that we can do together to promote ourselves, the company level or my personal level.
Right. Okay, thank you for sharing that. Now, everyone in the chat box, if you have any questions for Wing right now, please post in the chat box. We have got about close to 8 minutes right now before we close, but what are some of the questions or ahas that you are getting from the chat box, from this conversation today with Wing right now? What are some of the ahas or questions that you have? Our market, virtual support, please monitor workplace for me. Is there any questions there? What are some of the ahas or questions that you have about this conversation and about Wing's business? Wing, how do we reach you? Do you have a Facebook page or something you can share on the chat box for us?
Oh, yeah.
And your YouTube links and all that, if you don't mind sharing,
Yeah.
right?
Engage me, feel free to contact me if you need my opinion or advices. I'm always easy to reach out.
Right. Real estate agent has to be a public figure. Absolutely right. If you want to go ahead, you have to be a public figure.
It's just go and please add me as your friend. I'm very friendly. I don't bite, so don't worry. Okay. Facebook.com, Wing is my name. It's very easy to remember. Wing is my name. Just fe.com, Wing is my name, or you can log on to famouswing.com. That's my YouTube channel. So I'm sorry, I think I've written wrongly.
Right.
Yeah.
You are also running a few projects right now, right? Can you share a little bit about some of the projects that you have? One or two projects that you think is valuable for the agents today?
Okay. Currently, I have the three projects that I really bring on board. One is Ate Cheras. It's very easy to sell, and it's a fast com project. The maid also the fast com. The maid at Taman Saranjaya. So if you guys want to know more about this project, you can contact me myself, or you can contact my core team members. The third one will be One Cochrane. It's just near to my town. And personally, I'm the one. I'm the owner for one unit in One Cochrane as well. I like the location. So if you want to know more about this, please feel free. And as I always love to cross sell, and I love to be corporate. And this is like a way to speed up the whole process of doing sales. And
Right.
I hope that people will engage me after this session, and to also engage with my team.
Right. Maybe you can leave your email or your contact details there. Then somebody will reach out to you from there. Thank you very much. Okay, hang on there for a while, Wing, before I close. Can I have the announcements, please, Marcus? And then, guys, if you got any questions, please pose it on the what do you call that channel? Okay. Now, we are going to have training programs as we go along the way. So right now, today we're on Monday. On Friday, we have another session by Amiro Faisal. Now, he's a great trainer. He's also one of our regional training faculty. He's talking about how to develop a productive mentality, cultivate a thinking pattern to increase your productivity. I highly encourage you to join Amiro's session. He's a guy that is very deep, and he has been very successful and consistent in his business all these years. And I know him very well. He's a fun-loving guy, and you're going to have some fun. So please join this session if you can. It's at 9 a.m. to 10:15 on Friday morning. Next slide, please. Right. National Consumer Campaign is still ongoing right now. I think we are at our last week, but I want to quickly push forward the Let's Get Vaccinated message together. We are getting a lot of traction. A lot of agents are saying that when we send out this message that matters to our client and our community, response come back faster. There are better response, and we are seen as someone that cares, and we really come from a point of care to want to encourage everyone to get vaccinated. So please send out all these assets that we have created for you. Now we are at our last week of our campaign championship. This is the final week, so for you to quickly move forward and have win the grand prize, right? So you got one more week to go. I want to announce last week's winners. Can I have the next slide, please? So last week winners, I want to congratulate Stephanie Chong and Dato Hamza. Thank you guys for really driving it. And if you notice, they are really knocking out the numbers, right? So Stephanie and Hamza, I think Stephanie and Hamza have won several times already. This is the leaderboard right now. So you guys got one more meet, and Stephanie is very ahead in terms of the leaderboard. So if you are really trying to get that grand prize that we have for the winners, please do challenge them right now. Okay, next slide, please. Okay, we are also still doing our Red Day donation. We are still trying to collect laptops for young children who are currently underprivileged and cannot connect to school. So I'm encouraging everyone, if you cannot donate laptops, donate some money so that we can buy second-hand laptops and send it to them. Your laptops has to be 10 years old and below, and it's able to power up. If you're interested, please register and get information from your market center support. I think as of today, we have about 19 laptops. Next slide, please. Collected, and about 4,000 ringgit collected. So please keep it coming. Our goal is to have 100 laptops by end of this month and about 20,000. So we are trying to roll out and then share this opportunity with your clients so that they can participate together with you. Next slide, please. Okay, so those who are struggling with campaigns or who are not run any workshop on campaigns, Lucas is still available. So do sign up for this session so that he can help you set up your business on command for you guys. Okay, I think that's about it, the announcement. Wing, what's your last advice for all of us here in this season? This is a challenging market right now, right? Things are not moving forward the way we expect. We are now in the lockdown again. What is some of your advice for our audience here today?
Okay, right. Before I go any further, right, I think there's two questions that Chris asked, that how do I overcome the stage fright in front of a camera or video. You have to practice it a lot. You have to practice it. Whether you like it, you practice. Practice really makes perfect. That's my advice to the one that just started to do video. And I'm also do sub-sales Meifong, by the way, but the percentage I'm doing sub-sales is quite less, but I will put about 90% of my time to do projects. So that's why I'm good in do projects and I'm good in do presentations, but I also have do rentals and also do sub-sales. So if you guys want to, I have a lot of listing, but I haven't listed in workplace yet. So stay tuned, all right? Okay, before the last, my advice is that I always, during the lockdown time, that period is like I'm sitting down in my my home like right now. I do planning a lot. That's what should I do next. I do not sit down and just say, oh, this is a bad time. No bad time or good times. Every day is a good time. I believe that if you have that positive energy, you will surely attract those people who come to you. People always blame that, oh, no MCO coming. So this is a new normal. Adopt it, adapt it. Whether you like it, this is the new environment. Then think, we are humans. We should, always when we meet something else, when we obstacle in front of you, you always think how you going to overcome this. This is very important. You cannot just stay there and blame, I should take a rest. This time when something that obstruct you, or something that's the new normal, that's new things for you to challenge, put it up for you and just let yourself know, I'm the one who can overcome this. That's how I believe. I do not have any negative feelings on MCO. Every time is a good time. Think, how are we going to do this even much better than last year? This is how I want to advise people. Your energy or attitude towards work is very important. Nothing can obstruct you except yourself. That's how I always remind myself. All right. I hope that this session will I will just inspire some of you guys that please come to me if you need my help or you need my opinion. I'm always here for you. All right. Thanks, John, and giving me these opportunities. I'm new here. Please say hi to me because I'm still new and I'm learning the cultures of KW and also learning the system of KW.
Thank you, Wing. And Wing has already officially joined the training faculty for Market Center 1. So he will be seeing him doing some training in the Market Center level and in some of these sessions here. Now, please express your gratitude and your ahas to Wing right now on the chat box. Please express your gratitude right now for taking time off his business and helping us to share and sharing with us how he's doing it, and so being authentic and being open and being very real, right? So, and I hope he has inspired you. So thank you, Wing, for taking time out of business. I hope we have given you the opportunity to inspire others so that you can be inspired yourself as well as we are doing this. So thank you very much, Wing. Guys, thank you very much. We will see you at the next training. Thank you, guys. See you guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.